Back in 2015, millions of Lincoln 1-cent pennies were released into circulation, and most people never imagined that one tiny coin could one day become worth a staggering $73,476. But hidden among ordinary pocket change there are rare errors, rare conditions, and rare mint mark varieties that collectors are desperately hunting right now, and one specific 2015 D. Mint mark Lincoln penny has exploded in value, turning a simple 1-cent coin into a life-changing treasure that could still be sitting inside old jars, dusty piggy banks, forgotten drawers, or even your everyday wallet. And today we are diving deep into the unbelievable story behind this rare coin that has shocked collectors across America, because what makes this coin truly incredible is that thousands of people may already own one without even realizing it, and by the end of this video you will know exactly what to look for, how to identify the rare details, and why collectors are paying enormous amounts of money for certain 2015 D Lincoln pennies right now. The Lincoln penny has always been one of the most iconic coins in American history, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, and over the decades some pennies have become legendary because of minting mistakes, low populations, or extraordinary condition. And while many people focus on older wheat pennies or rare copper cents, some modern coins are quietly becoming hidden treasures, and the 2015 D mint mark penny is one of the biggest surprises in recent years, because collectors have started discovering examples with rare features that are pushing values into unbelievable territory. Now, when you hear $73,476 for a penny, it sounds impossible, but in the world of rare coin collecting, condition is everything, and one tiny detail can completely transform a common coin into an ultra-valuable masterpiece. And that is exactly what happened with the 2015 D Lincoln cent, because certain coins struck at the Denver Mint were produced with exceptional sharpness, brilliant surfaces, and rare error characteristics that make them stand out from billions of ordinary pennies. And when one of these coins receives a top professional grade from a major coin grading company, the value can skyrocket beyond imagination. Imagine opening an old coin jar and spotting a shiny 2015 penny with a tiny D mint mark below the date. Most people would ignore it instantly and spend it without a second thought, but experienced collectors know that modern coins in flawless condition are becoming harder and harder to find, because most pennies are scratched, damaged, dirty, or heavily circulated within months of entering the economy, and that means finding a perfect example is incredibly difficult, especially after years of circulation. And when collectors compete for the finest known examples at auction, the prices can become absolutely insane. One of the reasons this coin became famous is because of the growing demand for modern rare coins among younger collectors, investors, and treasure hunters. People are now searching every coin they receive, hoping to discover a hidden jackpot, and social media has fueled the excitement with viral stories about ordinary coins selling for thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the 2015 D penny became one of the hottest modern Lincoln cents after reports emerged of pristine high-grade examples bringing extraordinary prices at auction, shocking even experienced collectors. So what exactly should you look for if you want to find this rare coin? First, check the date very carefully. You need a 2015 Lincoln penny, then look directly below the date for the small D mint mark, which means the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. After that, examine the overall condition, because the highest value examples are usually coins with nearly flawless surfaces, blazing red color, sharp details, and almost no visible damage. Even tiny scratches, fingerprints, or discoloration can dramatically reduce the value, which is why collectors handle rare coins with extreme care. Another important factor is strike quality. Some 2015 D pennies show exceptionally sharp details, especially in Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat, while weaker strikes appear softer and less detailed. Collectors pay huge premiums for coins with crisp designs because they stand out as superior examples from the minting process, and in some cases special error varieties can increase the value even further, including doubled dies off center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or unusual minting defects that make the coin one of a kind. The excitement surrounding rare pennies is not new. Throughout American history, Lincoln cents have created countless treasure hunting stories, from the legendary 1943 copper penny to the 1955 double die and the 1969 S double die. These coins transformed ordinary people into lucky discoverers overnight, and now modern pennies are starting to follow the same path, because collectors realize that future rarities are being created right now in our own pocket change and the 2015 penny represents this new generation of hidden treasures. Picture this scenario: you are at a grocery store and receive a handful of change after paying for snacks. Among the coins is a shiny 2015 penny. You almost toss it into your pocket without thinking, but later that night you remember hearing about valuable Lincoln cents, so you decide to inspect it under a bright light, and suddenly you notice the coin looks unusually perfect with mirror-like surfaces, blazing red color, and razor-sharp details. Your heart starts racing because you realize this tiny coin might actually be worth a fortune, and that exact feeling is what drives millions of coin hunters every single day. Coin grading also plays a massive role in determining value. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification and assign numerical grades based on condition, with the highest grades being extremely rare. For modern circulating coins, a 2015 penny graded at the absolute top of the scale can command astonishing prices because collectors are constantly competing for the finest known examples, and population reports show that only a tiny number of coins achieve those elite grades, making them highly desirable investment pieces. Many collectors search bank rolls hoping to uncover rare high-grade pennies before anyone else. Some people buy entire boxes of coins from banks, spending hours examining each penny one by one, looking for errors, rare varieties, or flawless condition. And while most searches yield ordinary coins, every once in a while someone discovers something extraordinary, and those discoveries keep the excitement alive because the next valuable penny could appear at any moment. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies in 2015, but only a microscopic fraction survived in elite condition, and even fewer possess rare error characteristics that make collectors go wild. This combination of rarity, condition, and demand is what pushed the value of certain examples toward the incredible $73,476 level, proving once again that even modern coins can become legendary treasures. Another fascinating part of this story is how quickly modern coin values can rise. Years ago, most collectors ignored recent pennies, believing they would never become valuable, but as grading standards tightened and competition intensified, the finest examples started breaking auction records, and now collectors are paying enormous premiums for top population coins because owning the best-known example of a specific date has become a major status symbol in the coin collecting world. If you think about it, pennies are part of everyday life. Almost everyone handles them, but very few people actually study them closely, and that is why hidden treasures continue to circulate unnoticed. While some people spend rare coins without realizing it, others carefully search every cent hoping to uncover a jackpot, and sometimes persistence pays off in spectacular fashion because one lucky discovery can completely change everything. Experts recommend checking your pennies under strong lighting and using a magnifying glass to inspect important details. Look for unusual doubling, strange textures, dyed breaks, missing elements, or exceptionally clean surfaces. And if you believe you have found something special, consider placing the coin in a protective holder because damage can occur very easily, and preserving the condition is critical when dealing with potentially valuable coins. The Lincoln Cent series remains one of the most collected coin series in American history, partly because it combines affordability, history, and the thrill of treasure hunting. Almost anyone can participate, whether you are a beginner searching pocket change or an advanced collector building a high-grade registry set, and that universal appeal keeps demand strong for rare dates, varieties, and elite condition examples like the famous 2015 penny. Some collectors believe modern coin rarities are still underestimated because billions of coins continue circulating every year and very few people save pristine examples. Over time, most coins become worn, damaged, or lost, meaning the surviving supply of flawless pieces shrinks dramatically, and decades from now, today's modern coins could become even more valuable as collectors compete for the best preserved examples from the early 21st century. There are also stories of people finding valuable pennies in unbelievable places: inside abandoned houses, old family collections, inherited jars, estate sales, thrift stores, and forgotten storage boxes, proving that treasures can appear anywhere at any time. And because pennies are often overlooked, they sometimes remain hidden for years before someone finally recognizes their true value. Imagine the excitement of discovering a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars from ordinary pocket change. It sounds like a dream, but stories like this continue inspiring millions of people to start checking their coins more carefully, because every penny has a story, and occasionally one of those stories turns into a financial windfall that nobody expected. As the market for rare coins grows, online auctions have made it easier than ever for collectors worldwide to compete for elite examples, and when wealthy buyers battle over top population coins, prices can rise dramatically, creating headlines that attract even more attention to the hobby and fueling the hunt for hidden treasures like the 2015 D. Lincoln penny. Even if you never find a $73,000 penny coin, collecting can still become an exciting and rewarding hobby because every coin connects us to history, art, economics, and everyday life, and the possibility of discovering something rare adds an incredible sense of adventure that keeps collectors searching year after year. So before you ignore another penny, take a closer look, because that tiny coin in your pocket could be far more valuable than you ever imagined, especially if it is a 2015 D. Lincoln cent with exceptional condition or rare minting characteristics. And while most pennies are worth only 1 cent, a select few have become modern legends, commanding astonishing prices that continue to shock collectors around the world. The next time you receive change at a store, remember this story. Remember that somewhere out there, ordinary people are unknowingly spending valuable coins every single day, and one of those coins could eventually end up in your hands, waiting to be discovered by someone observant enough to recognize its hidden potential. And that is why the hunt for rare pennies never truly ends, because every coin carries a possibility, every pocket full of change contains mystery, and every collector dreams of the moment they uncover a life-changing treasure hiding in plain sight. Maybe your next penny will be the one that changes everything forever.